I'm from C9, and I'd like to show you how one of our typical customers uses our predictive sales applications to accelerate growth. We'll call that company Acme Global. Prior to deploying C9, Acme faced a number of challenges that were undermining their ability to forecast accurately and close deals. All of these problems tied back to the fact that they didn't have a good handle on their pipeline. The forecast submission process was also really frustrating. It took hundreds of hours to get the final roll-up since forecasting data was scattered across dozens of ad hoc spreadsheets. Despite all that work, forecast accuracy wasn't where it needed to be. Acme also had challenges delivering the number that they'd committed to. It would take new reps several quarters to close their first deal, and there were huge gaps in selling skills from one rep to the next. Now that Acme has deployed C9, Acme gets clear visibility into where they'll land. What's more, because predictive insights are delivered via forecasting and sales execution applications, sales teams can immediately take action to accelerate growth, increase close rates, and shorten sales cycles. Let me show you what that looks like. First, let's take a look at how C9 Pipeline helps me address the risks that might derail key deals. Here, I see a hierarchical view of the entire sales team, and as I drill into different layers of the organization, I can see a filtered list of deals. This information is an aggregation of data from my CRM system, and it's always in sync, no configuration required. Sales executives love that C9 gives them the ability to quickly zero in on week-over-week changes in their pipeline. Here's a great example. The open pipeline has dropped by 370K. C9's waterfall chart helps me visualize the root causes of this drop by itemizing all of the puts and takes. I'm really concerned about this bar. This tells me that almost 350K of pipe moved out of the quarter. I'd like to take a look at the specific deals that pushed, which are displayed below. C9 uses data science to determine the probability of close, and then exposes an ops score for each opportunity. It helps reps determine exactly what they need to do to win. C9's op queues call out the specific actions that will get deals over the goal line. No solution can ever replace the judgment of an experienced sales professional, but C9's predictive capabilities ensure that reps are focused on the right opportunities. Once the sales team has a handle on the pipeline, it's time to submit a forecast. Acme is a rapidly growing company that's aggressively pushing into foreign markets. C9 offers full support for currency conversion, and when Acme decided to reorg, the sales hierarchy you see here adjusted on the fly. Acme's sales operations team loves C9 because it's sophisticated enough to handle corner cases. Their field team loves it because it's easy. Here's a perfect example. The sales manager can submit a forecast in 3 simple steps. First, they review the judgment that their reps have posted by hovering over any of the entries. Then, they enter their own judgment. And lastly, they hit the submit button. The territory-based forecast works great for sales teams, but product organizations, industry business units, and global account managers need to cut the forecast differently. Acme's VP of Products, Sue Smith, is interested in understanding the sales forecast based on product line. With a single click, she can pivot the forecast based on product. Now that the forecast has become a collaborative effort across multiple groups, everyone has a much clearer understanding of the impact they're having on revenue. Acme is also taking advantage of C9's predictive sales engine. Leaders get a consolidated view of the company's commit and upside relative to budget. Here, C9 has indicated that about 1/3 of committed deals are at risk of not closing. Additionally, they can view the C9 call, what C9's predictive model projects that Acme will close this quarter. Adding predictive analysis, it's allowed managers and executives to get an additional, unbiased perspective on the forecast. Now that the sales team has committed to a number, they need to deliver. C9 shows me that Beth needs to increase her level of interaction with key prospects. Her manager can also take a look at Beth's individual deals to better understand where she needs to apply additional focus. C9 also understands the profile of deals that are on track to close, even down to the amount of time they spend in each sales stage. Managers can then compare the velocity of an individual rep's deal to the standard. This is a perfect opportunity to provide targeted guidance. By surfacing the ideal selling motion, C9 establishes a set of objective benchmarks against which all reps can be evaluated and coached. C9's predictive sales applications have changed the game for Acme. Sales managers use C9's predictive analytics to determine which deals are tracking and which deals need immediate attention. C9 Forecast has transformed Acme's forecasting cadence from an unreliable, Excel-driven time suck into a highly accurate and efficient bellwether for future performance. And thanks to C9 sales execution, Acme is unlocking new levels of productivity by ramping reps faster and turning B players into A players. By using C9, all of Acme Global is now focused on growth and revenue performance.